everybody. Alright, so I think my microphone should be loud enough so that people can actually hear me today. I don't know, I took my microphone all the way up. I hope that's loud enough. Should be good. Should be good. Which isn't going to be good is probably this game we're about to watch. But hey, we'll see. It's Championship Sunday. And we got two games. Rams Seahawks. And we got Patriots Broncos. Alright, hold up. Rams Seahawks. I'm going to create the post for the next game as well. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Welcome everybody who is here. Welcome everybody who is just joining. Game is about to kick off at 4:30. Or 3 o'clock, not 4:30. 3 o'clock. So we are right on the cusp of the game. Alright, let me do that. I'm just setting up right now our next live stream, which is going to be for our second game of the day. And that should be an exciting time, hopefully. Alright, create new. Go ahead and do this. Hopefully you guys are, all good. I know we got a lot of snow today, so, It was, roads are going to be impossible to drive on for, the foreseeable future. There is no driving on any roads for the foreseeable future with how the snow is, but, hey. Oh, no. I did not mean to make that live right away. Crap. Alright, well, that's going to be fun. End this one. Yes, delete. Alright. Sorry, guys. Just setting up the next live stream. Oh, man. It's been a long day because of snow. So, I thought I was going to lose power. We did not lose power. I made a crap ton of videos in preparation for this in case we did. But we didn't. What's up? What's up, man? What's up, Ben? Alright. Yes, okay. Try to make sure I schedule this live at the correct time, which is 6:30. We'll end up going from this live stream to our next one. We'll have it just go live there. Alright, that should be good. Now we should have the next one scheduled. So, should be all good to go. What's up, what's up? Not much new. Just trying to survive the snowstorm. But it seems like we should be good. We survived most of it so far. And as long as that's the case, then we should be Gucci. But, just, surviving Mother Nature, I guess. Alright. Save that. I'm going to turn off ads. What's up, Dream Me? Looking good with that T. Higgins badge you got. Nice T. Higgins badge. Go live and manage. I never really manage it from this, but I guess I could do this. Alright. Is lower than recommended. Alright. Hopefully my stream does not lag. Hopefully. Because the snow right now is probably not helping out the weather. Not helping out the Wi-Fi. Alright. Let's see. Are we 1080p? There we go. Okay. Let me just double check audio. Alright, audio should be good. I upped my audio immensely, so I should sound a lot better. That's sleet. Okay. Well, we got some sleet going on, boys. Oh, man. It's a fun time. You gotta love snow days. You gotta love snow days, man. Alright, so if I did this. Okay, I could do it from here. Okay. I just realized how to do this. Okay. Anyway, like I said before, we got a game. Fun game. Hopefully a fun game. Jarrett Stidham better actually do something today. Now, what's the weather conditions for this game? Because I did see some talk about, like, the weather's not awful. It's 3.5 for Denver here. It's plus 3.5. So that means the Patriots are favored by 3.5. Versus Broncos weather. All right, so this game today is frigid with kickoff temperatures around 25. It's going to feel like 16 degrees Fahrenheit during this game. Now, once they're running around and stuff, it's going to feel a lot better. But when you're sitting on the sideline of this game, you're going to feel the pain. You're going to fear the temperatures. Light snow is expected to start the game with a 53 to 83% chance participation by the late afternoon. Winds reaching 15 to 20 miles per hour. So 15, 20 mile per hour winds, and that's consistent winds. So field goals might be impossible in this game. They might not be able to kick field goals. It is mile high, so the air quality / like the what do you call that? Not the air quality. They're a higher elevation. I love snow games too. But it's higher elevation for this, so kicking field goals should be okay. But we'll see. I think the Pats are going to win in the Rams, but I think Broncos versus Hawks could be fire. I mean, Broncos with Jarrett Stidham, I don't know about that one. That one could be interesting. All right, so it's up to 20 mile per hour wind gust. So 10 to 15 mile per hour winds with up to 20 mile per hour wind gust. Yeah, that's gonna impact passing and kicking immensely. And then you also gotta factor in there's light snow for the first 2 hours of the game, with heavier snow by 6 p.m. Oh, this game's gonna be interesting. So in the fourth quarter, when this game's about to be done with, we can expect heavy snow at that time. So the whole game's gonna be like light snow, right? But the very end of the game, third, fourth quarter, is gonna have heavy snow. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. With pretty much gonna feel like 16 degree Fahrenheit weather, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds, gusts up to 20. That's, baby, this is gonna be a game. This actually might end up being a really good game because the weather is gonna really kind of even the playing field. That's really how it's gonna all shake out. The weather is gonna make this game a lot more of a game. Like, without the weather, I think that this was going to be not a blowout, but I don't think it was going to be as close of a game. I think the Patriots are going to win easily. The weather is going to slow down everything, which is going to make it a lot easier for the Broncos, their defense, to take advantage of the game. So this is going to be a defensive battle, which our second game should be an offensive battle. Hopefully, depending on Sam Darnold. This game should be an offensive battle, depending on Sam Darnold, because it's going to be in Seattle. I don't think the weather conditions in Seattle are going to be bad. Howdy, Ryan. What's up, Croctism? Let me see. Rams versus Seahawks. The weather for this game in Seattle is going to be 44 degrees at kickoff. No. Hold up. No, 38 degrees at kickoff. Wait, Seattle's also going to be a crap show? All right. It's going to be 38 degrees at kickoff, and it could go down to 20 degrees. Oh, baby, this is going to be interesting. Wow. All right. So, Seattle's game's going to be it's going to be also really, really cold. It's not going to have snow, though. It's not going to have snow, which is going to be the biggest impactor. There's a 9% chance of like, what? Now, okay, I can't even say this word correctly. Precipitation. There's a 9% chance of precipitation during the game, and winds won't pass 2 miles per hour. Yeah, pretty much. You're going to freeze the Nuggets off. So the Seattle game's going to have won't pass 2 miles per hour. So the wind's pretty much non-existent in the Seattle Seahawks game. The NFC Championship game, no wind. But there's a 9% chance of precipitation. And there's also going to be, it's going to be freezing. It could go down to 20 degrees. It's going to be 32 at kickoff, and it could go down to 20 degrees. So that game's going to be like an ice bowl. Less than this game, but both games are going to be ice bowls. So that's going to be fun. Okay, now I'm seeing a different weather report. Okay, the next weather report we have here says it's going to be 37. Okay, you know what? Whatever. The first weather report I saw said it could go down to 22, or 27, excuse me. The next weather report I see says it's going to be 37. I guess it could still go down. All right, well, there you go. There's your weather report. I'm just going to go to the weather.com and see what they say about this. All right, so it's 40 degrees right now, partly cloudy. Next 48 hours. 7 p.m. It'll be 36. Okay, it's going to go down to 32 then. Okay, that's weather.com. Probably more trustworthy. Has it at... There we go. It has it at 7 p.m. It's going to be 36. Then it's going to go down to 35, 34, 32. So... Not like this game. All right, come on. Give me kickoff. Let me have it. Let's go. Kickoff time in the city. Jarrett, please do something. Jarrett Stidham, all we ask is you actually do something in this game. We know you're not the greatest quarterback of all time. But we know you can at least play football. And Jarrett Stidham. So the Broncos don't really have a run game. But the Patriots, they also don't really have a run game. So there's going to need to be passing. Hopefully. All right, come on, kickoff. This is not like the college football championship. This got to I think 3:05 is the kickoff time. I think that's what we're getting. We're getting at 3:05. He's catching so many strays this week. Yeah. But that's, that's life. That's life in general. All right. Everyone wanted Bo Nix. Everybody wanted Bo Nix to play this game. And Bo Nix being out just ruins the whole atmosphere, man. It ruins everything. It was so exciting to see Bo Nix versus Drake May. This was going to be the championship that everybody wanted. But championship, you know what? You know they say that motto in life, like, not the hero that you wanted, but the hero you deserve. I guess that's this one. I guess that's what we're seeing here. This is not the hero we wanted, but it's the hero we deserve. Play ball. Amen. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Austin? Yeah, Austin, bro, got $5,000. Austin, last time you were here, man, you made 5 G's off the Broncos. I bet, bro. Been one heck of a year, man. I'm beyond happy for you, man. I celebrated for you, Austin. After that live stream, I celebrated. Now, I don't drink or do anything like that, but I popped a Diet Coke, right? 3 ice cubes in there, Austin. Just for you, Austin. 3 ice cubes. I only do 2 normally. I did 3. But yeah, that was a great day. That was a great day, Austin. Out here killing it, man. Sean says 21-14 Patriots. Yeah, I just... The snow, the weather conditions could give the Broncos a chance to win this game. I missed. Who y'all got? Patriots. I think Patriots are going to win easily. First down 10 for Denver at their own 35-yard line. I think Patriots win this game. First play of the game is going to be a run by R.J. Harvey up the middle. That's going to be a gain of 1 yard. I got Broncos bet. Wait, you're betting on the Broncos again? Bro. Dude, you are literally doing the prototypical, let that motherfucker ride. I said fluffer. I might have said flucker. Mother flucker. Let that mother flucker ride. I did not say the F word. Anyway, 0-yard run up the middle for R.J. Harvey. Coach not being snarky. I still don't... I don't think he's gonna be that great. I think overall wise, I don't know. Ravens coach will be fine. The Ravens coach will be fine. I mean, Austin, hey, listen. You know more than I do. I don't gamble, so you know more than I do. And you know what? Let that mother fluffer ride. Anyway, yes, Mark, let it ride. Pizza's also a cold weather team, so I don't think the snow will be much of an advantage. See, here's the thing though, right? It's not only the snow though, Sean. It's 15-degree weather, right? It's light snow in the beginning of this game. And then throughout the rest of this game is going to be heavy snow. In the fourth quarter, it's supposed to get really heavy snow. It's 15 to 17 mile per hour winds with gusts up to 20 miles per hour. So there's going to be heavy winds in this game. There's going to be light snow, then heavy snow, freezing temperatures. And Drake May's offensive line has not been the greatest. So I'm still up regardless. Hey, I mean, listen. There's a chance Broncos win this game. 100%. Yeah, I think Jesse Mentor will be fine. I think he'll be fine for them, but still, I want to troll so hard. I trolled so many Ravens fans in that video when I said like that it was the stupidest signing of all time. So many Ravens fans got mad, and it was the funniest thing of all time. They went insanely crazy, and I'm like, bro, like here's the thing. This is what I find so funny about Ravens fans, right? They signed a coach, okay? Jesse Minter. A lot of Ravens fans, I say most Ravens fans, were excited, right? They were happy, they were excited, whatever, right? I'm a Bengals fan, okay? I make a video, and I say, hey, I think this is a stupid signing. I think he's going to be awful. The only people who care what a Bengals fan thinks about their head coach are people who don't believe that their head coach signing was a smart idea. People who are content and happy with their signing, they're not going to care what a Bengals fan thinks. Who cares what a Bengals fan thinks? This is stupid. But people who comment on that video, who Ravens fans, and said, oh, you're an idiot, you're stupid, those guys are not content with the signing. They're kind of on the fence. That's why they're on YouTube looking at videos of people who are saying, hey, what do you think of this signing? Because they're not 100% ready to go and thinking it's going to be a good signing. People who are like, hey, this is the best coach signing ever, they don't give a crap what a Bengals fan thinks. They don't give a crap what anyone thinks. That's what I'm thinking, you know? That's what I got out of it. All the Ravens fans upset It's like if you're upset that another team's fan base thinks your signing or your whatever was a problem, you're probably kind of on the fence whether or not you think it's a problem or not, or you think it's a good or bad signing. Because now, like, if you're a Ravens fan, why are you looking for, support from a Bengals fan? Or a Steelers fan? Or, that's kind of how I looked at it. And I trolled the crap out of them, and they got so mad. Cause I'm like, bro, I don't know why you care what I think. People are like, oh, you're so stupid. Why would you ever say this? And I'm like, bro, I'm not even a part of your fan base. Why care? But anyway, Broncos went 3-0, and then obviously the Patriots went 3-0. So both teams went 3-0. Ravens fans, but I generally can't with the coaches when Zach Taylor is our coach. Well, see, the thing is, right, is Zach Taylor so bad as our coach? I feel like as a global sum, right, everyone here and everywhere, we have disowned Zach Taylor as our coach, right? I feel like we have all disowned Zach Taylor as our coach. So, in a way, he is our coach. But he's so bad that, like, we don't accept him as our coach. Right? That's kind of how I look at it. Now, I'm not trying to get political here. Right? I'm not, by the way. I'm not trying to get political. But when, Teflon Don or whatever, when, that president we currently have, right? When he became president, people said, that's not my president, right? They said, that's not my president, right? When he got elected in office. That's how I feel about Zach Taylor. He's not my coach. He is not my coach. That's who I feel. I feel like Zach Taylor, he is not my coach. Duke Tobin, he is not my GM. And technically he isn't because he's my player of personnels. So, he's my director of player personnel. He's technically not even my GM. But I don't accept, I have disowned, and I don't agree that my coach is Zach Taylor. Joe Burrow's my coach. Al Golden's my coach. Scott Peters is my coach. Nope, Sean, see, we're not getting into that, buddy. We're not getting into that one. But I was just using it as an example because people said, he's not my president. And I'm like, he's not my coach. He's not my coach. Steelers hiring Mike McCarthy. See, there are some Steelers fans that are like, oh, well, this isn't really that bad of a signing. Listen, Mike McCarthy is not the worst coach of all time. He's not. But here's what Mike McCarthy's going to do. He's going to get you exactly 8-9 or 9-8. He is the offensive version of Mike Tomlin. That's what Mike McCarthy is. So for Steelers fans, like everyone's like, oh, he's not that bad. Why do you hate on him? First off, he has a Super Bowl ring, right? In order to get a Super Bowl ring, how did he get that? He went through Eagles Michael Vick, which was crap, Michael Vick. He then went through Matt Ryan, who is the biggest playoff choke of all time. And then he went through, what was his name? Caleb Haney, who was a backup quarterback for Chicago. And then he goes to the Super Bowl, and they destroy, They destroy the Steelers, and then they let them come back when they're up 21-10 at halftime. Right? It's not the worst signing ever, but they're gonna be in the same spot they have been with Mike Tomlin, now with Mike McCarthy. And that's the thing about the Steelers that they don't understand, is that it's not going to go anywhere. Mike McCarthy coached for, 12 years with the Packers. He went from Brett Favre over to Aaron Rodgers. He coached with 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks for 12 years, and he won 1 Super Bowl. We're talking about he coached some of the greatest Hall of Famers in Packers history, and he could only win 1 Super Bowl in a division that was dog water. I mean, you were pretty much guaranteed to be a champion in the NFC North during that time. The Vikings sucked. The The Vikings sucked. The Lions were awful, awful. And the Bears sucked. And yet, he could not get over the hump of winning more than one Super Bowl. And he was a joke in Dallas. So again, it's not like he's the worst coach of all time, but he's not a coach that's going to elevate you to any type of standard. He's going to give you Mike Tomlin or a little bit less. And, that's the issue with Mike McCarthy. He's not an awful coach, but he's not going to give you anything. What's up, Sean? How you doing? I laughed out loud when I saw it. When fans say it's not that bad. There's a lot of Steelers fans who are crazy upset. Urinating Tree. He made a video where he was crying in the shower. And the Broncos are going to win. Marvin Mims, 52-yard reception to the 7-yard line. First and goal now at the 7 for the Broncos. 52-yard reception. To a Super Bowl, Mike McCarthy couldn't get the Cowboys anywhere near it. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Listen, Zach Taylor is the worst coach in the division. He is one of the worst coaches in the NFL. That doesn't take away the fact that Mike McCarthy is also is not an awful coach, but it also doesn't change the fact that Mike McCarthy isn't really that much crazy better than Zach Taylor. And here's the thing, right? The Joe Burrow dragged the lifeless corpse of Zach Taylor to a Super Bowl. He dragged Zach Taylor to a Super Bowl. So, it is what it is. But also shout out to Mark Cole with that T. Higgins badge you got, my mans. Awesome. John out here with that T. Higgins badge as well. Let's go. So if you become a member, you do get a T. Higgins badge. Every single month, you get a different player's badge, all the way up to a year, which is a Joe Burrow badge. So, man. Here we go, buddy. All right, first and goal at the 7. Zach Taylor was coaching Dallas. They would at least have 2 championships. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Zach only made the playoffs 2 times 7 years. All the success is due to Joe Burrow. That's what I'm saying. Joe Burrow literally dragged Zach Taylor's corpse to a Super Bowl. Like, he dragged the worst coach in Bengals history to a Super Bowl. And if it wasn't for the referees cheating with a phantom holding call on Logan Wilson, Zach Taylor would have won a Super Bowl. He would have won a Super Bowl. Touchdown Broncos, by the way. McCarthy at least can make the playoffs. Maybe 8-9, 9-8. If that makes the playoffs, then yeah, you're right. I don't know if that's going to make the playoffs, though, 8-9, 9-8. If they do make the playoffs 9-8, they're going to be one and done. The problem with the Steelers is they need to get a new quarterback. They need to get a new franchise quarterback. And picking at 20 every year because you're one and done in the playoffs doesn't get you a franchise quarterback. It doesn't. He only survived the coach firings because the front office refuses to get rid of anyone on their current deal because they don't want to pay you out. That's why he survived it. He only survived it because the front office refuses to spend extra money to get rid of people. Yeah, he survived it because they didn't want to have to pay out the rest of his deal. If they were to fire him, they would have to give him the rest of the money for his contract, and they don't want to do that. So he only survived it because they were cheap and didn't want to just pay him out and then get somebody else. I'm all for the Steelers going 9-8 or so, first round exit again. That's what I'm saying. That's all they're going to be moving forward for the foreseeable future. Oh, man. Can pull this off. They might. There's a good possibility that they could. This again, the weather conditions are going to mean that Drake May is going to have to overcome the Broncos defense and also the weather. It's also in Denver, so maybe some, like hometown calls or something. It's possible. Who? Apparently. Jeff Stidham. See, here's the thing, right? Jarrett Stidham, my bad. Here's the thing about this game. This game, Jarrett Stidham is playing with house money. And then whenever a backup comes in, and we've seen this before Jake Browning. Remember when Jake Browning went on his Linsanian run, right? Nick Foles went on his Linsanian run. When Nick Foles came in, or, Jake Browning, they're playing with house money. There's no situation where people are expecting Jarrett Stidham in his first game of the season to go out there and play excellent lights-out football, right? No one expects that. So he's playing with house money. So he's playing with the idea that even if he goes out there and sucks, no one would be surprised or upset. Drake May is playing with all the pressure. Everyone thinks that Drake May should win this game. Everyone does. And these are games where it's a trap game, and the bad player, Jarrett Stidham here, ends up winning the game. Because everyone expects it to go the opposite way, and the fact is, it doesn't. Because of how, everyone is expecting. So, this is kind of the situation here. And the Patriots are expected to blow them out in this game, especially given the circumstances. So if the Patriots go down by a lot, this is a game where a team like the Patriots here will try to make up for it real quickly, do something crazy, and then they end up throwing an interception or fumbling or whatever. So, and they end up losing the game. They try to get it all back in one play because they think, hey, we should be up in this game. We should be killing this team. And it doesn't work. Should have been May. All right. Let's go, baby. Should be a fun time, man. Still should be a fun game. Even with all that being said, still should be a fun game. All right. Here we go. Patriots ball, 2nd down and 4 after a 6-yard catch by Stephon Diggs. So now the Patriots, they got to respond, man. They got to respond. It's going to be a 5-yard run, or 3-yard run up the middle. 3rd down and 1 now at the 42-yard line. Third down and 1. Come on. Thought on Brown's potential head coach. I'm hearing Jags OC. Whoever they get, I don't think it's going to be that crazy amazing, to be honest. So I'm not really worried because I think Shedeur Sanders is going to kind of, not really the option that is going to be that good. And I think also the Browns front office and just how they're run, they're going to mess it up. I think they're going to mess up whoever they get. And it's going to be an absolute clusterfluff. Anyway, 1st down run here for 1 yard by, is that Mumford and Sons? No, that's Stevenson. My bad. Mumford, will put it eligible. And yes, his name is, Mumford and Sons. For, obvious reasons. 1st down and 10 now at the 43-yard line for the Patriots. Trying to, play upset in this game. I will say, though, if the Broncos make it, then this Super Bowl is going to be awful. Because reality-wise, the Super Bowl is being played in Santa Clara, so the 49ers stadium. It's going to be the biggest blowout of all time if this ends up being freaking Broncos Seahawks. So I hope it's not, because I don't want a Broncos Seahawks Super Bowl. Just because it's going to be such a big blowout. But I guess in the end, it is what it is. All right, 2nd and 12 here after a 2-yard catch behind the line of scrimmage for the Patriots. I low-key want that. You want the Seahawks to just blow them out? I mean, I don't want Patriots fans to go nuts again. That's true. And also, Brandon Perna would be so funny. Like, Brandon Perna would be so fun to, listen to if this was that type of game. That would be, probably the most fun thing ever to listen to Brandon Perna. So, I will say, part of me is, kind of, thinking the same concept here. But, I don't know. Anyway, Patriots got stopped, so Broncos might win this game, bro. Austin, you might be out here with $100,000 by the end of this, football season. Austin might have the move, man. He might be the move here, boys. It might just be you know what? Just follow whatever Austin does. Wait, are you betting on a defensive touchdown, Austin? Or you just want them to do that? Okay, hang on. This is getting annoying here. Are you literally betting on a defensive touchdown? And another stop. Broncos football. That would be kind of hilarious if you were betting on a defensive touchdown. Okay, I know you bet on the interception. All right. I have to get a defense touchdown by the Broncos. Oh, man, you are crazy. You are insane, Austin. I don't know about all that, Austin. I don't know. Oh, that's insane, bro. That's insane. A defensive touchdown. Them winning, 100% could happen. It's not that unrealistic, but I thought it was going to be a more simplistic one. Just they have to win. Who day, everyone? What's up, Cornell? What's up? Bro said defensive touchdown too. I bet on Allen and Broncos win, so don't count my bet crazy. Yeah, but Allen always throws a pick, I feel like. Allen is very crazy with how he throws the ball. So I feel like that's just kind of typical. That's typical Joshua Allen. All right. Come on. Now I just want the Broncos to win because I want to enjoy this. I want this crazy crap to happen. All right, 1st down 10 at the 23-yard line for the Broncos. All right. 20-1 bet on $500. That's math. I thought you didn't want the Broncos to win. Wait, I never said I don't want. I never said I don't want the Broncos to win. I'm just saying that it would be funny if the Broncos won. Hang on, hold up. All right, come on. First play of the game, 9-yard run up the middle. Dude, this sleet right now is going insane. I don't know if you guys can hear the sleet, but the sleet is going insane right now. First down, Broncos. Jarrett Stidham passed to Bryant, who last week was actually an absolute monster. Yeah, but then you said you wanted you said you wanted that, so now I want that, Dreamy. So I don't. You know what? It is what it is. I feel like you were right about the Bills losing, so now I'm going with you on this one. I'm going with you on this one because you were right about the Bills losing. You said that would be entertaining, and it was entertaining, so I'm just going to trust you on this one that this would also be entertaining to watch the Broncos lose. I mean, win. Broncos win. So, if you're right about one thing, you have to be right about this other thing. Or you're wrong, and, you know, it is what it is. Jarrett Stidham up the middle for an 8-yard gain. It's freaking weather, bro. All right. Second down and 2 at the 42-yard line. I bring y'all the dark side once again. Apparently, because, like, I don't know. You were right about that, though. That was entertaining. Austin won $5,000. Okay, he won $5,000 earlier this month off a bet. So, Austin won $5,000 for Broncos to beat the Bills and a pick by Josh Allen. So, I mean, at this point, man, Austin is just killing it. All right. Stidham got some moves to him, man. Stidham got some, he can run around. First down and 10 at the 44-yard line. All right. And that's going to be a first down. Actually, no, sorry. 2nd and 2. First down run by R.J. Harvey. Another 1-yard run here by R.J. Harvey up the middle. 3:14 to go in the first quarter. I need defense touchdown, though. Hopefully I'm right. That one's going to be difficult. I guess it's not that crazy because you're right, like, in the end of the day. But that one might be... That's a 1 in a million type scenario, Austin. So, hey, it's possible. All right. You are playing with house money. But technically, you're also playing with your own money. I know you won it, but technically, now it is your money. So, you technically could just walk away and, you know, have all that money for yourself. But, hey, what's life without fun, right? I say that, but I don't gamble at all. So, you know, like, I say that, but then I don't gamble. So, I guess I don't live with that motto. Do as I say, not as I do. All right, so there's a guy apparently that the Bengals maybe should get. I mean, I hate the Patriots because of Tom Brady, but I hate Boston fans in general. That's like my motto is I do hate Boston fans because they're always cocky and arrogant. Whether it's the Celtics, the Patriots, the Red Sox, they're all like cocky and arrogant. So, and they always talk so much crap. So I do hate Boston fans. So I guess that's also my motto for rooting for the Broncos. That's true. But how much did you donate? Feels like gambling is donating. How much did you bet going into it? Like, how much did you bet going into the $5,000 bet? Like, how much did you put down, pretty much? Because that will dictate a lot. Let's say you bet like $4,900, and it's like you won $100. Go Reds and go Mets. Ayy. You know, the mayor today, Mark, said that, well, Mark and John, I guess, but the mayor today said that he thinks this year is going to be special for us. He said he thinks Ellie's going to take another step forward, and we're going to have a magical season with Tito. So, we'll see. But happy to hear the mayor talk. The mayor actually recently played in like the Banana Hamas game, whatever. And he literally tore his ACL. He tried to play a baseball game with the Banana Hamas like baseball team, and he ended up tearing his ACL. He said he had to go to get checked out like the next day. So, yeah. Oh, come on. I love the mayor. Like ours up here. 10 uniform to... What the heck? Okay, not sure what that happened. I don't know. I love the mayor. But I don't know how this season's going to go. I mean, we got to the playoffs last season, so... And that was unexpected, I'll be honest with you. Like, going through the whole season, I didn't think we were going to go to the playoffs. But then, in the end, what was it? The Mets choked away, which got us in pretty much. All right, Jarrett Stidham got stopped. We might have had all our scoring for the year. Wait. No. Wait, hold up. No, I'm talking about the mayor. Oh. Baseball player, Mark. Baseball player, the mayor. Nicknamed the mayor. Not like the actual mayor. Like, nicknamed the mayor. Not the actual mayor. Sean Casey. The mayor, Sean Casey. Yeah, Sean Casey. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, no, not the actual mayor. Who cares? Who cares about the actual mayor? I'm talking about, like, Sean Casey, his nickname was the mayor. Well, Dreamy, I know, like, it's baseball stuff. But, like, yeah, like, the mayor, his nickname was the mayor, Sean Casey. When he played for us, he was the mayor. Yeah, thank you. Okay, that's what I was saying. I was like, yeah, so the mayor said we're going to be good. He said Ellie's going to take another step forward. And yeah. Sean, I don't know about baseball for New York City. I don't know. I didn't know they have a guy whose nickname is the mayor. But yeah, no, we're talking about the baseball player Sean Casey. 5 gifted subs by Ian Jones. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate you so much, Ian. As always, absolutely W. But that's been about a year or so. Wait, what? Didn't he said that? He said that like 2 days ago. He said on January 23rd. He said we're gonna have a good year. But shout out to Ian Jones as always. Oh, I have my alerts all the way over here. My bad. There we go. So we got a new subscriber. We got new members. Zach PQ. We got JP as a new member. Hope Mac, TZ Fleming, and MS Millers. Yeah, we still have zero memberships to what's his name, to Dunno. But for anyone who doesn't know, guys, this is the mayor. Anyone who doesn't watch the Reds, this is the mayor right here. Type of man. It's been about 10, 15 years since Casey was playing with us. Oh, yeah. You're right. But still, yeah, he was a great Red. Absolutely love him. But in case anyone know, his nickname is the Mayor, so that's why they call it Mayor. Thank you for giving him a shit, Ryan. You owe Ryan. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And Zach, you now have the T. Higgins badge. You streaming the Super Bowl? Yes, I am, Ian. I will be streaming the Super Bowl. So now Zach has the T. Higgins badge next to his name. And also keep in mind, guys, anyone who wants to, you can use your custom emotes in the chat. Anyone who is a member is allowed to use their custom emotes. So, bam, bam, bam. Got some custom emotes right there. I want a membership for free. LOL. It's random. It's literally, it's just random. Someone gifts it, and sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. So if you get a membership, then that means you're what? What was it? Like 0.0000022% chance to get it. It's 1 out of 8,859 people. So you have a 1 in 8,859 chance to get a membership whenever you get a membership. If someone gifts a membership and you get it. So, Zach, you have now won the 1 out of 8,859 chance to get a membership. But people can't, like, specifically gift one member. Like, you can't say, like, I want Mark Cole to get a membership. You can't. You can join if you want to, Mark, but yeah. My luck last week. Yeah, pretty much. Probably better luck than that. You had a better luck than that one, but yeah. So you can join. Anyone can join the membership. You'd like to become a member. Join icon down below where the subscribe button is. You can click on that. You can become a member for $5 a month. You get custom emotes. You get a badge next to your name depending on what month, how many months you are a member for. And you also get custom emotes you can use in comic sections and live streams all over YouTube. You also get a custom badge next to your name when you're commenting on videos as well. So, you get some cool stuff. You're added to all my descriptions, and you are added to my, what's it called? I added them at the end of videos, too. On all my channels. When you stream Super Bowl, I have a big surprise for you and everyone in the chat. Hope y'all wait for the Super Bowl to see what the surprise is. Hey, Ian, I appreciate you. You know I love you, man. I appreciate you. Hopefully it's a good Super Bowl too, Ian. I appreciate you, though. Thank you so much, man. Hopefully it's a good Super Bowl. Good, that surprise plus a good Super Bowl, I think I can get behind that. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully good Super Bowl. But yeah, Dark Fire still hasn't gotten one. What are you talking about? Dark Fire has been a member of this channel for like 5 months. He's also gifted him and Ian. I don't know who's gifted more subs. I think it's Ian, but Dark Fire is up there. You become a Ryan guy. Exactly. Like, it's up there. Also, we're today, guys, we're watching our new linebacker play. So this offseason, there's a linebacker playing today that I want so freaking badly. So hold up. I have to change this real fast. Let me make that a little bit smaller. There we go. So there's a linebacker playing today that I want so badly on our team next year. So hopefully we get him. How much snow have you gotten? I think what was it like? I didn't check outside how much exactly, but Dayton got a crap ton. So I'm gonna go with a crap ton. At least over 12 inches. I think like, what, 15 inches? That's our new linebacker. This is who I want as our new linebacker next year. I want this guy in free agency. He's 30 years old, but he is a great veteran linebacker. Darkfire always wanted a membership. Never got a gift to him. He never got gifted, but he's been a member for like 6 months. Botita. I try not to want players because I get salty when we don't get them. That's true. I feel on that one. Evan Ingram, first down, 7-yard catch. But I think we're going to get this guy. I think we're going to get him. He is 30 years old. So he's going to be in that kind of linebacker area where he's old. He's old, but he's not too old. Let me see what his PFF grades are. Yeah, no, this is not Botita. I would love to have Botita. Botita. It's not the same, but I love saying it like that. I would love to have him. But no, I want this guy right here. Because at the end of the first quarter, here he is. He's 30 years old, right? 73.8 coverage grade. Bonita, I know, but I love saying Botita. 73.8 coverage grade. 76 overall. 72.5 pass rushing grade. 66 run defensive grade. He'd be great for our young linebackers to just work with them. Like, he'd be an amazing piece for that. And not only that, look at his tackling grades. Other than a couple bad weeks, but 80.1, 71.6, 77.6, 79.4, 71.4. Great tackling grades. He's only missed 5 tackles all season. 5 tackles all season. Which, for comparison, Geno Stone missed, what, 25 tackles? So, this guy is a solid, good tackling linebacker. Okay, well, before this year wasn't the greatest. I like him. I agree with that. But Zach is also bottom tier. Should have more blame on Zach Taylor, but it's a hot take. More blame. Oh, 100% I think he should. The front office is the major issue. Zach Taylor, though, is a huge issue, though, too. It's that kind of combination. Where Zach Taylor is a huge issue, but how do I put this? The front office is the nest in a termite infestation. Zach Taylor is one of the termites. That's what I'll say. Like, if you have cockroaches in your house, Zach Taylor are the cockroaches. While the front office is the actual nest, in the area. He's the nest where they all come from. He's not the worst coach in the league, but he's close. The thing is, we have Joe Burrow, and Joe Burrow can win despite Zach Taylor. And I think that's the major thing. Zach Taylor is not bad enough that we won't see Joe Burrow be able to overcome his issues. But he's not good enough that he's going to help out Joe Burrow. And I think that's what it comes down to. Without Joe Burrow, with Joe Flacco in, which was a very competent offense and a very somewhat competent team, we couldn't win. We couldn't win with Zach Taylor without Joe Burrow, even though Joe Flacco was actually doing pretty good. So, first down and 10. And that's going to be Jarrett Stidham pass to Humphreys to the 35-yard line. This might be a game. This might be a game where the Broncos shut them out. Imagine they shut them out in freaking New England. Burrow had Andy Reid. Bro. That would... Oh, baby, that would be so nasty. I don't think that would be allowed. That wouldn't be legal. I think they would have to do an executive order and take that down if Joe Burrow had Andy Reid. That could not be legal. We would destroy so badly. He might be shut out, bro. He might be shut out, Sean. Oh, not even. I would say 20, maybe 30 rings. Like, and I'm not even. I don't think I'm overdoing it. I say 30 rings. I say he'd be in the league for 30 years and still find a way to win. League would step in and break it up. They would. They would be like, nah, we're gonna have to separate you two. We're gonna separate this. None of this anymore. That. Bam. Yeah, it is. And also with the 20-mile-per-hour winds and also the snow and the cold temperatures, everything's working together to give the Broncos a win here. So far, so good, man. My defense touchdown looks promising. Just Drake has to throw. Yeah, that's the problem, though. It's 20-mile-per-hour winds, though. So asking Drake May to throw the ball in these conditions, that's going to be the challenging part. It's going to be challenging to have Drake May actually throw it in these conditions because it's literally 30-mile-per-hour winds. So, yeah. Hopefully. For your case, as always, hopefully. Baby. They're down 7. 1 yard run here by Jarrett Stidham. Yeah, Drake May had to throw the ball. Things in life can be easier said than done. Like Drake May throwing the ball. All right, come on. Come on, baby. 3rd down to 7. And 5-yard run brings up 4th and 1. It's going to be 4th and 1 here. 4th and 1 for the Broncos at the 14-yard line. See, this is, again, a situation. Because of the wind, you can't kick a field goal here. There's no kicking a field goal here because of the wind conditions. The Steelers hired. Oh, I love the fact they hired Mike Tomlin. Mike McCarthy. They literally did go from Mike to Mike. That's kind of funny. They did go from Mike to Mike. Field goal 10-0. They kick it yet? I mean, let's see. Once I kick this, assumption is you're ahead of me, because if not, I would go for this if I was them. I would definitely go for this. I wouldn't kick this field goal. 4th and 1. I quarterback sneak it. The Browns are Cleveland Clowns. Mistake by the lake. There's a reason why they're called mistake by the lake. If it's brown, flush it down. If it's yellow, let it mellow. Well, yeah, because you have money. You got money on the game, Austin. That's why you're like, I disagree. I think we, as a team, because I got money in this game, should, they went for it and didn't get it. I talked about yesterday. Miles Murphy was better. Oh, yeah. Sean said Miles Murphy was better than Abdul Carter. Which I think this year he really did show he's a lot better. So, I'm not going to, like, I didn't disagree with that crazy. But, yeah. He definitely played a lot better this year. All right, here we go. They didn't get it. They threw the ball on 4th and 1. Why would you throw the ball on 4th and 1? That is interesting. 4th and 1 and you throw the ball. I don't know how I feel about that one. All right. Wow. That's an interesting situation. Happy to see the Patriots offense, to be honest. Austin, you're happy to see the Patriots offense. Let me tell you why, Austin. Because they're at the 14-yard line. So the chances of a pick six right here are probably pretty good. There's a good chance in this situation because it's at the 14-yard line that a pick six is going to happen. What's up, Dog Fire? You got the Chad Johnson. You got the Chad Johnson? Yeah, you got the Chad Johnson. Dog Fire got the Chad Johnson logo. Bumble 6. Could be. Bro, the snow is cooking all over Ohio. It is, yeah. Snow is insane. CBT, he fell off the face of the earth. Are you talking about Cincinnati Bengals talk? Like the James guy? I want to say James guy. Let's call him the James guy. The James guy? Oh, you're playing. Okay. But I love James. I love James. A fumble for 6 right now. I don't know if Austin can handle that. I don't know if Austin can handle that right now. Oh, Cam Taylor-Britt. Oh, yeah, he sucks. He sucks, and he did some stupid stuff, like run 6 red lights. That I can't explain, man. I can't explain why you run 6 red lights, and I don't think anyone can. Running 6 red lights is the stupidest thing you could ever do. It's stupider than running 1 red light or 2, all the way up to 6. Dude, why would you go outside, Dogfire? Don't go outside, bro. That's the worst thing you could do is go outside. Going outside just is not it. I'm not really a fan of Bengals talk, to be honest. I felt that. I don't watch Cincinnati Bengals talk, but I do like James. He could have killed someone. Yes, he could have. And he is done, though. He's going to be done. They're going to get rid of him. So, in the end, it's going to work out. But, no, he's stupid. He's very stupid for what he did. He didn't show any remorse either. He just said pretty much that he's going to get rid of his supercars. That's all he said. He was like, yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of my supercars now, given the circumstances, what I just did. Like, bro, are you going to show any remorse? He is getting crushed. Sean, you know we are in Cancun. Why would you ask that? Okay? You know we're in Cancun, Sean. You know we're in Cancun right now. It's very close, man. It's like, just 1 versus 6. Fun times. All right. Let's go, baby. They ought to suspend the fool's license and make him take the bus or something. I mean, they didn't even. I don't think they suspended his license. I don't know. They might have. I didn't see anything about them suspending his license. They gave him 5 days in jail for it, though. He went to jail for 5 days, and then now he's out. So, and he's just gonna get rid of his supercars, and that's all that's gonna happen. Which I'm like, bro, what the heck? Like, take away his license. Give him like a month in jail until he apologizes. I don't want the Broncos win. I don't want Boston fans to win. And then Dreamy convinced me that we should also not want the Patriots to win because I don't know. She made a really good, compelling argument. So it was like probably like 6 paragraphs she put in the chat. And it was a really good, compelling argument. So I just agreed with it. All right. Here we go. Holy crap, Darkfire. That's a lot of snow. That is a lot of snow. Yeah, that's kind of what we got hit with Dayton as well. We got hit with that in Dayton as well. And Drake May gets sacked on 3rd and 3. So it's going to be 4th and 3, and they're going to have to punt. No, I saw. That's a lot of snow. Hopefully the Reds do better this year than 25-26 Bengals. Yeah, hopefully. That's the hope at this moment in time. I wouldn't hold out too much hope for certain scenarios, but hopefully. Sean, chill. Oh, man. All right, punt the ball, Broncos football. Okay, I'll show the stream. Hang on. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. Let me do that tat. That one right there. And was it this one? No, it's not that one. Where did I save it to? Oh, this is Darkfire's snow today. Holy moly, I made that way too large. That's what she said. I haven't done that what she said in a very long time. So I felt like that was very justified. This is Darkfire's snow today. At least found good manager last year. Yeah, I love the Reds too. Reds W's. W Reds. But this is Darkfire's snow. Oh, man. Crazy time. Captain Tito! Love Tito. Alright, it's worse near me. Well, you're New York, right? Obviously don't give exact location, Dreamy, but like, you're New York, right? So New York is like going to be insanely crazy. That's more than we got in foreign Queens. Interesting. Oh, man. It's going to be a snowy day. Snowy day. All right. First down, 10, 17-yard line. Yes, sir. The entire state of New York. All right. Awesome. So, yeah, I'm not surprised. Wondering, $500 bet on 20-1 is $10,000. You know, I didn't ask. I forgot to ask you that. Wow. Thank you, Austin. I literally forgot to ask you that. I don't know why my brain just went. I guess because so many things were happening in the chat, I completely forgot to ask you that. Yeah. Okay. 20-1 odds is that. Wow. It's kind of crazy. So if you win this, Austin, $15,000, right? You would make $15,000 total. Austin. which is rare. That is actually rare. They hate canceling any college classes in college because the money. They make so much money from you going to class and, like, getting, like, stuff like that. So that's actually very rare for any college to ever cancel any type of classes. All right. Second down and 5, 22-yard line here. Imagine all the sushi. Oh, dreamy. Dreamy, 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 dreamy. Imagine all the sushi. Yep, 15 grand, bro. Austin. That's a good amount. That's a good amount. When it's a level 3 snow emergency. I mean, if you look outside and you can't see anything, yeah. That kind of is, kind of is. Kind of is snow emergency. Priorities. 15 grand on sushi. I think your stomach's going to be destroyed after that one. You might spend like 6 years in the John. First down, Mims, 5-yard catch. First down, 10 now, 27-yard line. He needs to give us each a chunk. I don't know about that. I don't think it's like, association here. Like, you win money and in this association, pay your taxes. Well, Uncle Sam's going to take a chunk, I'll tell you that. One person I know who take a chunk is Uncle Sam. He's gonna be at Austin's doorstep as of tomorrow. If he wins this, he'll be at Austin's doorstep like, knock knock, Uncle Sam here. Yeah, Uncle Sam ain't gonna take any. He's not gonna allow any time to pass. Oh man, that's a lot, bro. 15. Whew. But obviously, you still got to get a defensive touchdown. Well, it depends on where you live. I think it's probably going to be like 45%, I would assume. Probably 40%. Let's actually check that out. So, taxes in Ohio on earnings. Well, technically, you would probably just add it to the money you make. So, whatever your paycheck is normally, $200 to cash out last week. Dang. So, like, if this was how much you made for the year, it's completely different. So it's $572, but that's if you made 15 grand for the year. But whatever Austin made for the year, like his actual job plus this money, it would just put him in a higher tax bracket. So whatever money he made for the year, you just add the 15 grand and it would be a higher tax bracket most likely. So he would pay more money. So you don't get taxed. I don't believe so, at least in Ohio. You don't get taxed based on just the money. You get taxed on overall income. Filth and crime. Yeah. Taxation is the biggest crime. It's the biggest what's it called? Biggest scam we have. They won't do that. They will not do that. Penalty for intentional grounding on Jarrett Stidham. And that's going to make it 4th and 4, and the Broncos will have to punt. If the Broncos win this game 7-0, I don't even know what I'm going to say at this point. If they win this game 7-0, bro. So there's no state tax. Dang, man. So you got no state. Do you got local tax? I guess, but you got property taxes, pretty much. The local stuff alone up here is insane. Yeah. New Jersey's like the worst. New Jersey and New York are like the worst places to live for taxes. So, Well, if you ever became a coach, thinking when he would become a coach, but if you ever did become a head coach, you're probably going to live certain places because of that. All right. 4th and 4, and they're going to have to punt the ball. Dang. Yeah, we need a defensive touchdown for Austin. It's great over here. I can sense the sarcasm, Jeremy. The sarcasm is very high with this one. All right. Thanks. Florida would be cool for taxes and weather, but I guess I would be worried about being eaten by gators, etc. Yeah, gators, hurricanes, over time erosion, because eventually the sea is going to reclaim Florida. No local tax, just homeowners tax, and the taxes are good. And gambling. Hey! Yeah, I was assuming probably there you can probably gamble on anything at this point. Alright. Me sarcastic? Never. Me thinking you lying. 2nd and 4. Wait, what did I just... Whoa, hold up! Jarrett Stidham sacked! Fumbles the ball, recovered by New England, and that's going to be a touchdown on the next play. Jarrett Stidham fumbles the ball on 3rd and 4, recovered by New England. Next play later, touchdown, Patriots. Wow. That was a way to change the game. Well then. Should have been me. Yeah, no, it wasn't a touchdown for New England. It was a touchdown for, yeah. That's insane. All right, well, Jarrett Stidham pretty much scored for them. Yeah, it was a touchdown for Drake May, but it was so close, it almost became a touchdown for Jarrett Stidham, it felt like. A touchdown for the Patriots defense. Damn, man. Crazy, crazy things are happening, boys. Just got off the phone with Zach Taylor, believe it or not. I'm going to go with I don't believe that, but I like to think in my brain that it is true. Oh, man. This game so far. 7-7. So just like that, Patriots finally score a touchdown. It just took Jarrett Stidham fumbling the ball to like the 3-yard line. All right. That is insane. Bro, he literally pump faked, pulled it back in, and then fumbled the ball. What in the everlasting crap did I just watch? Hold the fluff up. And then Drake May ran it in, so. Look at this crap. Oh, hold up. Look at this crap. Bro. He pump fakes. And then. What is this? Well, it can't be a lateral. Look. That's a forward pass. That cannot be a lateral. This ball is going forward. This has to just be a fumble. This can't be a lateral pass. That ball is going forward. This is a game. It is a game. That ball is going forward. That cannot be a lateral pass. That ball is going forward. Well, we have ourselves a game. Ryan was a lateral. That's wait. I mean, I guess if they called it a lateral, it's a lateral. But that doesn't look like that pass. That ball was going forward. That ball was not going backwards. That ball was going forward. A fumble makes sense because that could be a fumble, but I don't think that could be a lateral pass. That ball was not going backwards. I mean, I'm sure, John, if you're saying it's a lateral, it's probably was called a lateral, but for me, that seems like a forward pass. Man, that's crazy, but whatever. It's going to be 2nd 9 and 10 after the incomplete pass. That takes us down to the 2-minute warning. Not before, actually, last play before the 2-minute warning here. It's going to be a humongous play down the field here. And that will be Jarrett Stidham pass to R.J. Harvey for 10 yards. Okay, I might have lied about it being a big play. All right. Whatever, let's get a field goal. Yeah. I'm surprised that was not called an incomplete pass then. I thought like the ball got hit out of his hands, but it doesn't look like that. It looks like literally he just goes to throw it. He pump fakes it and he goes to throw it again and the ball comes out. I don't know. Ooh, baby. 1st down 10 at the 45-yard line. See if they do something special here. Just at this point, just want to see more points, man. I just want to see more points than 7-7. I mean, we almost had one team get almost have a touchdown. So, so close. 2014 snowstorm. Oof. Yeah, it was bad. Let me see something real fast. Come on, Broncos. Come on, Broncos. Watch the Freezer Bowl Bengals playoff in the 80s. believe I watched that game. Not like live, obviously, because I wasn't alive, but like I believe I did actually watch that game, like a rerun of it. And it was pretty amazing. Top 3 coldest games of all time. Yeah. Well, Ravens Broncos playoff game was like deathly cold as well. That was another really like deathly cold type of game. I'm hungry too. I felt that. I didn't really eat much today because like the weather. I thought the weather was going to be so bad, like we were going to lose power and stuff. Like I made so many videos yesterday preparing for today's game. It's not even funny. Like I thought today we're going to lose so much power. I was like, I'm not going to be able to live stream, whatever. Like we're just going to have to go with what we go with. And then somehow, some way, thankfully, it's like, nah, we're good. We're just going to get a crap ton of snow. Imagine if we got like 100 inches. I think we would all be dead. Be honest with you. I think we all would be dead. So right now, as Jarrett Stidham gets sacked, 3rd and 18. Right now, here is the power outage map. In case you're wondering. Let me do it like this and like that. I'm going to have to get rid of my linebacker for the Bengals here. So here's the power outage map for America. Currently, Texas has 80,000 people out. Earlier today, they had 150,000 out. So they restored 70,000. They restored 70,000 people's power within the last like 6 hours. 70,000 people got their power back in Texas. Tennessee's at 308,000 people out. Mississippi's at 149,000. Louisiana's at 138,000. Georgia's at 103,000. Florida's at 7,000. But this is not because of the storm. Keep in mind, these numbers are not all because of the storm. Some of these numbers are simply because, like, these are just power outages, right? It's not used to snow. That is true. But, like, for example, Florida's at 7,300. This is not because of a storm. This is just because it's, like, you know, people's power goes out for whatever reason, right? So, some of these power outages are not because of a storm. Like, see, Washington right now, 63 people are without power. That's not because of a storm. That's just because it's, you know, it happened. 67 in Oregon, 3,800 in California. So just keep that in mind. Hawaii has one person. Wait, Alaska, not Hawaii. Alaska has one person without power. Imagine being that one person in Alaska without power. Living in Texas, he couldn't even call me today. Yeah. 80,000. Well, so 80,000 people. It was 150 earlier. So if your brother lives in Texas, 70,000 people got their power back within the last 6 hours. So he might have gotten it back potentially, maybe soon at least. Alabama is 24,000. South Carolina is 28,000. 18,000 for North Carolina. Virginia's at 14. Ohio is at 1,300 people without power. 0.03%. So 3% of Ohio's public. Or not. Actually, no, that's completely incorrect. 1,300 people. That's not even close to 3%. Come on, pick 6. Yeah. Hope Alaska has a fireplace. Alaskans have a fireplace. Hopefully. 33,000 in West Virginia. Maryland is at 829 people. Pennsylvania is at 2,100 people out. There's more people without power right now in Pennsylvania than there is in Ohio, which is kind of crazy. New Jersey's at 3,200 people out of power. New York's at 1,500 people without power. Maine's at 168. Vermont's at 2. Hampshire's, yeah, so interesting. Denver right now is at 37 people. There are 37 Broncos fans who can't watch this game. Right on the water. It was really nice. Hey, it does sound really nice. But, yeah. And then most of the people are in Lake, Ohio. Lawrence, Ohio. It says utility. Wait. Okay, yeah, this is utility. This is counties. Lake County, Lawrence County. Yeah. So, fun times. It's not as bad. New Mexico's at 6,800 people. Arizona's at 35. Cold in the South Florida, which is crazy. Going to be freezing starting at 40 degrees. Yeah. Dang. 4th and 2. New England went 3 and out, so they didn't do anything. Let's see. Is that freezing rain or is that still sleet? I think it's still sleet. I don't think it's freezing rain yet. Alright, where are we at here? Going to be cold. Model. See if I can find this. I forget where you find the model at. All right, Broncos ball, and it's going to be the 40-yard line here. Jarrett Stidham pass to R.J. Harvey, 11-yard catch. That's going to take us to the 40-yard line. All right. Getting antsy with the Broncos defense. Need Drake May maybe fluff in field more. Yeah. I mean, right now, what's the problem is with the Broncos, I would say, is that, I mean, with the Patriots, they're going to start running the ball more if the Broncos can't really do anything. Or, I mean, if the Broncos don't score. All right, so... For our 2nd down and 10 at New England's 40-yard line. There's so many different models for, like, snow and stuff. For, like, weather. There's so many different models. Which I always find so crazy. I know it's all just, like, predictions in the end. But it's like a crap ton. 2nd and 10 here. That's how bad this game is. I'm literally pulling up models of games. We have 30 more game time minutes. Oh, sadly. Sadly. 3rd down and 4. After a 6-yard catch by Cortland Sutton. You know, the guy who really never gets, like, used, I feel like, anymore. Model. Let's see. Never actually gets used anymore. Yeah, snow models. They call them snow models. Like, they're like forecast models pretty much. I think their technical name is forecast models. It's like when you see the map and you see like all the snow and stuff like that, they're called models. Like, you know, like a model train or like a model like a it's like an item pretty much. If that makes sense. I don't know. It's not like what you think. No, it's not like that. No, it's like a model train. It's the same concept. but it's for forecasting. It's pretty much a map. They call it a model. It's pretty much a map. It's the same concept. No, it's not anything like that. And they missed it. Will Lutz misses a 54-yard field goal. 54-yard field goal, no good for Will Lutz. That's insane. Oh, no, I don't, no, none of that crap. No, I'm talking about the snow models, because I was trying to see what the snow was and how the snow was, like, changing. But no, none of that crap. I guess I could have called it a radar. That would probably have been a better definition. You're good. Now I understand why you were saying that, though. Now I understand. Okay, never mind. I understand why you were saying that. I was so confused for a second. Should have kicked it at 14 yards. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Holy moly. All right, they missed a 54-yard field goal in Mile High as well. But also, Will Lutz, I feel like, has been kind of, like, iffy. He's been iffy, though. All right. I don't think I'm going to get the actual snow radar. Maybe not. All right. Well, we got 2nd and 15 here after a false start penalty. Let's try models and back to back with no context. Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah, I'm talking about, snow. I'm trying to see the rest of today if it's going to snow or not, and usually the models are the best way to get through it. Uh, 30 more minutes for a dang defensive touchdown. I mean, hey, it's possible, you know? Is it probable? I don't know. But it's possible. Halftime incoming. That was pretty good. That was a serviceable first half. The Patriots got gifted a free touchdown. The other team, the freaking Broncos, actually went and scored their own touchdown, but Stenson has done absolutely nothing. You know? Man. And now this snow in the background, the sleet in the background is getting worse. Oh, yep, that's sleet. That is ice pellets. I love the snow until you have to drive in it. Snow is great until you have to drive in it. That's when I feel like snow just becomes an absolute ugh. All right. Let's go with... I can't say model anymore because Dreamy hears model and thinks I mean something else. Broncos aren't heavy underdogs. I mean, the rain and stuff and the snow is probably why. Because it's a lot closer of a game because of that reason. That's why it's not going to be. They're not like crazy underdogs. I'm a passenger princess. Yeah. That's probably true. It's a lot harder when you're, the driver here. Broncos at home. Yeah, they are also at home, which does help out a little bit. But they also got Jarrett Stidham, who so far didn't the fumble, which I still think was questionable, actually looked pretty good. All right. Where's Ohio? Ohio. I mean, you could say it. Just come back to that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, right now. So here is the storm. This is the storm right now. This is the storm right now. So we're over here. Where are we at? Oh, we're right here. We're right here. You know what? I'm going to actually, I'm going to do my typical here. Where's my picture of my face? Let's see. We're right here. Okay? That's where Ohio is. Where my face is. That's where we're at right now. This is the current storm. The snowstorm we got today. So we're still getting it. I don't know why I use that picture of my face way too much. Halftime, do it first stop, halftime, political talk. I'm good. I'm good, Sean. Yeah, so this is the current satellite. We got, give us a weather report. The weather report is this. In another hour or two, we're going to be out of this crap. All right? About 10 inches in Fairfield. Yeah. We're gonna be out of this crap in like another couple hours because it's gonna keep going right. It's gonna keep going right over and over again. Yeah, you're over here somewhere, Dreamy. You're right here. That's you. This is us. It's going down the East Coast here. Georgia is still getting destroyed. Virginia is getting destroyed. Maryland is getting hit. But over the next couple hours, it's going to keep going to the right here. Thoughts on going around the country right now politically. I think the Jarrett Stidham hate is absolutely disgusting. I think the Jarrett Stidham hate is absolutely disgusting, and I think it's unwelcomed. And I think around the country, how much Jarrett Stidham gets crap for no reason, I hate it. As my, wait, hold up. What's this? I don't even know what this website is at this point, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm just clicking on random things. Okay. So these are hazard cams. These are storm chasers. Cornell moved away from because he hates the Bengals and love the Ravens. I don't think he moved to Baltimore. He is catching all the strays this week. Holy moly, I can make things happen. Am I playing like weather at this point? F the Ravens for life. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. Split view, export view. Oh, no, that's like all that crap. The Bills are yucky. The Bills are always yucky. Spotter Network. What is Spotter? He may not move to Baltimore, but the Ravens fans building a snowman. I think I might be. I might be building a snowman. I didn't know what the heck I'm doing here. Okay, what is even these words? I Cleveland, right? That's Cleveland. Okay, so I think if I click on certain areas, it takes me to other areas. So if I do that, I go to different areas. Okay, I think I understand this. It wants me to download the app. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I don't want to download an app. Drew point, wind speed, temperature. Okay, you know what? I'm done with this. I want to build a snowman. Okay, I'm sorry. That probably just killed everyone's ears. Wanna build a snowman? Hey, welcome to the MVPs. Welcome, Austin, to the MVPs. Appreciate you becoming an MVP, my man. Thank you so much. You also get the beautiful. You got the beautiful T. Higgins next to your name. Yes, going back to this real fast one last time. So, Ohio, this is the storm. This is currently the storm. We're still going to be hit for another couple hours. We're still going to get snow for another couple hours. This color right here is snow. This is snow. So right now we are still currently all of Ohio is covered in this storm still. So it's moving, right? It's moving. But it's still right here in Ohio. This is Ohio. The storm's still going through. So it's moving. It is moving. But it's still right in Ohio. It's like hovering over us. I didn't get a free month, therefore I paid a little. Hey, listen. Sometimes you got to pay to win. You paid to win. Appreciate you. Anyway, thank you so much. Awesome, ever you do get custom emotes, and you are now added to all my descriptions, Austin. I'm going to go ahead and add you to my description right now so I don't forget. But yes, you are added to all my descriptions on all my channels, and you will also be featured in at the end of my videos. So, appreciate you. Thank you so much, Austin. 120. Okay, there we go. Saving that for future things there. There we go. Anyway, that first half was crap, though. That first half was crap. I'm not looking forward to the second half, because I think this game's going to be crap the rest of the game. But we've had some bad games. Listen, we live streamed the Chargers game. Chargers Patriots. There's 3 people in Ohio. I mean, it's not in Ohio. 3 people in Hawaii without power. That's something from it, too. Hey, exactly. I appreciate you. There's 591 people on the Virgin Islands, in the Virgin Islands, who do not have power right now. 591 people. So all those virgins, they have no power. Defensive battle. It was a defensive battle. Pick 6 and fumble for 6. Yeah, 100%. Hopefully so. I listened to Mendoza talk. He seems like a sweetie pie. He does. He said that he doesn't. Mendoza refuses to get in a relationship right now because he says he wants to commit fully to his team, and he's never done anything halfway. So he doesn't want to, pretty much be taken away from his team by getting into a relationship, which I can respect a lot. I think that's a really good motto. Like, he doesn't want to take away from his team by getting in a relationship and potentially, focusing more on that. So he's refusing to get in a relationship until after that. Mendoza will be a Raider quarterback. He will. He's going to be the Raiders. He's going to be the first pick overall. Kind of the same way, to be honest. Yeah, I'm literally exactly the same way. I don't do anything when I'm like. That's why I don't even have. I don't have a girlfriend right now. I'm not focused on getting a girlfriend. I'm focused on building my channel and building my career. One day we will go with the whole relationship, love, everything like that. But for right now, we rocking and rolling. And then one day I'll have like kids and something like that. But that's one day. That's not right now. Oh, baby. I'm kind of like that way at school, yeah. Yeah, you gotta be. You gotta be. It's so easy to just lose focus on things in life. You gotta be focused, ready to go, set up for success. And then we got Darkfire who's getting married this year. But that's beside the point. That's dark. Alright, come on, man. Second half, just give us some good game. That's all I ask. Just give us a good game in the second half. The final score could be like 60-60. I'd be happy. Hey everyone. Staying warm? Lots of snow. Yes, 100%. But for the Raiders, it was the Bengals that crushed them in Oblivion in the playoffs. And I was used to being crushed myself. That is true. We did get our first playoff win in forever versus the Las Vegas Raiders. All right. All right. Hang on, guys. 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. So we got Butterscotch, Sleepy Cam going on. He's in his blanket right now, so. I feel Raiders take 17 here. Yeah. All right, 1 yard run up the middle for Stevenson. Brings up 2nd down and 9 now at the 42-yard line. Butterscotch. Sleepy Cam. Yep, we got the pig cam. 2nd down and 9 at the 42-yard line here. Let's see what the Patriots have to do, what they have up their sleeve. He just goes to sleep when he's in that blanket. He just literally passes out. No, he's asleep. They sleep with their eyes open. They sleep with their eyes open. So he's asleep right now. It's weird. It's because they're prey animals, so they never he sometimes will sleep with his eyes closed, but it's very rare because they're prey animals, so they always have to keep their eyes open. 1st down, Stevenson run up the middle for 12 yards. 12-yard run up the middle. And that's going to be Stevenson for a gain of 4. Yeah. But now he just woke up, and he's going to probably readjust himself. Oh. Another murder in Minnesota. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yep. All right. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. So right now he has his eyes closed. Yeah. His eyes are closed right now. So he's asleep right now. Even more, I guess, than normal. But he gets really comfy in his blankie. 3rd down and 9 now at the 45-yard line. He flopped back to bed. He wakes up, he scratches himself, and he goes back to bed. 3rd down and 9. All right. It's going to be a negative 3-yard run by Hendrickson here. Brings up 3rd down and 9 at the 45-yard line. And that's going to be a 1st down. Okay, that 1st down will come up. 1st down run by Drake May, 28 yards. 28-yard run by Drake May. Oh, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, I know. Things are going crazy in this world right now. But that's why we have football. If only the Bengals could win games. Oh, there's the yawn. We got our first yawn of the live stream. All right. We got 2nd and 10 here after a 0-yard run up the middle. So this is exactly what I kind of said before, was that they're going to start running the ball, the Patriots. They've already ran off this drive alone. They've ran 5 minutes and 52 seconds off this drive. They are running this clock down. Like insane numbers. Holy moly. They're clocking this ball down. Third down and 10 after another incomplete pass. Okay, 3rd down and 10 at the 17-yard line. 8:57 to go in the 3rd. This drive has now been ran for over 6 minutes. Drake can run. That is true. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. We do need to win the division no matter what next year. I agree with you. 100%. And Drake May passed to Hunter Henry, catch of 9 yards, brings up 4th down and 1. And by the way, Butterscotch's blanket is Cincinnati Bearcats. Yeah, you gotta go bathroom? Oh, he has to go bathroom. He has to go bathroom. Hang on, I'll be right back, guys. Anyway, sorry. Cincinnati Bearcats. That's the Cincinnati College. But whenever he has to go bathroom, he just makes that like noise, and like he puts his head up and he starts bobbing his head, which means he has to go bathroom. So I pick him up and he goes bathroom. He's potty trained. Somehow, some way, I was able to potty train a guinea pig. That's how we do it, boys. We potty trained a guinea pig. Yeah, Cincinnati University. All right, 4th and 1 now at the 8-yard line. Go for it here and, well, figure something out. Cool, at least making a game of it. Yeah, true. I do the same thing when I have to go bathroom. Yeah, it's because he doesn't want to make a mess. So he'll put his head up and he starts like making noises because he has to go bathroom. So then I just pick him up and I take him and he goes bathroom. So, and on 4th and 1, they go for it and they get a 1st down. 1st down play. They get exactly 1 yard. Drake May up the middle for 1 yard. Boom, boom, boom. All right, 1st down. 1st down and 10. All right, let's go, boys. I do the same thing, yeah. You just put your head up, you saw it like teeth chattering, and you're like, I gotta go bathroom. And then you go bathroom. First and goal. Come on. Broncos, get a defensive pick 6, please, or a fumble for 6. Because Austin became a member, so I gotta want even more now to win the 10 grand. We need a 10 grand here. So let's get a pick 6 here. Come on, pick 6. Or fumble for 6. Fumble for 6 would also suffice. Excuse me. First down and come on. 1st and goal. These games. I don't even have any dog in this fight. Timeout called by the Patriots. I guess we're rooting for... I guess we're going to go for the Broncos because Dreamy made a compelling point. So, she made a really compelling point, and I forget what the point was, but I've learned in life, when a woman makes a good point and you listen to it, then it automatically became a good point. So, I forget what the point was exactly, but it was a great point. And that's kind of how we're going with this. Oh, Seattle will most likely win it all, yes. Seattle 1,000% will win it all. 1,000%. But, yeah, should be a good game, though. Hopefully, if the Patriots get there, they're going to make that a good game. Denver challenged the first down ruling, and it was upheld. Wait, so Patriots called a timeout. Then the Denver Broncos challenged it, and it's going to be called, it's going to be upheld, so it means it's not a first down. Huh? Okay. That was interesting. I don't think the Rams will win. I think it would be the Broncos. I think Broncos win it. Wow. That's a interesting set of events. All right, well, first and goal yet again. The only difference is both teams lost timeouts. Second and goal at the 2 now. 5-yard run by Stevenson up the middle. Second and goal now at the 2-yard line. Will they get in the end zone here? The world may never know. I think they will, though. Or they throw a pick 6 and Austin wins. And if Austin wins, we all wins. Seattle is favored to win. If they lose, if I lose this game, Broncos win. I'll be able to make more money in 2 weeks. That is true. If you make like just absolute bank off the Broncos, that would be the funniest thing of all time. You just went all out for the Broncos. Hey, we got Trey Hendrickson in the chat from Austin. Appreciate you. All right, here we go. Third and goal at the 3-yard line here. Pick 6, pick 6, pick 6. Come on. Let's get a pick 6 on the play. And fourth and goal, Drake may get sacked. Third and goal, Drake may get sacked. So out of all that, that was a 9-minute drive for them to kick a field goal. Potentially kick a field goal here. That would have been a 9-minute drive to kick a field goal. Well, that's what I'm saying. I want a defensive touchdown. I'm saying defensive touchdown and they win. So then you will get the W. Strip that mofo. What is Trey's future? Probably the Patriots. Honestly. He might go to the Jets, though. Jets are also a possibility. Jets are a possibility. Patriots are a possibility. Yeah, that's probably where I put it. No, we're not franchise tagging Trey. No, we're letting him walk. We are letting Trey Hendrickson walk. Franchise tag would be up to $36 million total. I don't think there's any chance we're gonna give him $36 million total. We're gonna let him walk, and that's pretty much that. There's no situation where we're giving him that much money. We're just going to let him walk. Now, he might come back if nobody wants him. But somebody's going to want him. Somebody 1,000% is going to want him. They're going to convince themselves that he's going to be the same Trey he was 2 years ago when he had back-to-back seasons. Yeah. Like, someone's going to convince. I wouldn't be surprised. If he goes to the Jets, he'll probably get a big payday. Like, the Jets are probably going to pay him like $35 million or something. Or maybe like $40 million. He might get like $40 million from the Jets. It's very possible. And then, yeah. He'll just be gone. So, again, it is what it is. I lost a lot of respect when he was so like back. He was so committed to I'm gonna separate business from me playing. Like my business and me as a player is completely different. And then he completely 180 that. That's what I really got really upset with him for. Because he said, like, oh, I'm not going to sit out. I'm not going to do that to my teammates. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to play. I'm going to do everything I'm supposed to do. You know, this is a business side. It has nothing to do with me playing, whatever. And then next thing you know, he's like, yeah, I want all the money. I want all this money. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave, but I want all this money. Like, it's... He went from I'm here for the fans and the team. And then he went to, well, I actually want more money. I want the money more. Like, I care more about the money than anything else. And I'm like, come on, man. It was so much about, like, just the fans and loving Cincinnati. And then it turned to money, 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 money. That is true. He is a Christian, and he has very, very, very high Christian beliefs. And the first thing about being a Christian, God tells you about greed. One of the greatest sins is greed. So that's interesting. Like, they do tell you that, man. Greed is like one of the biggest sins, and he definitely has a lot of greed. So it is what it is, though. It's a business. It's a business at the end of the day. And I have to tell myself that 100 times a day. Because if not, I get really upset with these situations. I get irrationally upset. Because some of these players can really tick you off, especially when you really start to like these players and, like, you know, they grow on you, you know, they grow on you. And then it's like, oh, hey, by the way, I'm leaving. Haha, not getting money. It's like, bro, come on. And I get it, it's a business. They want to make money. I respect that. But at the same time, like, I don't know. You gotta work with us. And I don't even think what the Bengals were offering him was really that crazy. You get a contract with a team that will have no shot at making it to playoffs. Get him yeah, exactly. Yeah, he'll get crazy money from a team that will go like 3-15, and he'll be happy with that because he'll get paid. And I get it. He just wants money. So if you want money, you go enjoy yourself, dude. But we're not the team that can sit here and give you all that crazy money. We're not. Example of non-greedy player. Yeah, you're right. He took a 3-year contract, and he really didn't take that much money at all, which I appreciate. Yeah. But that's how the cookie crumbles, man. That's how the cookie crumbles. Paid just to get injured. It's too bad prospects. Yeah, but yeah, I understand. I get it, Austin. But at the same time, it's like he's not obviously like I'm not blaming Trey for getting injured. I'm not gonna blame Trey for getting injured. I'm gonna blame Trey for being greedy and not accepting what arguably is he was getting paid a lot of money. And we offered him $100 million contract. Like, we offered him $100 million contract for 3 years. And he wanted it fully guaranteed. Instead, we said we'll give you 1 year guaranteed. Because in case you have injuries and you have setbacks, which he did. He did have injuries. He did have setbacks, right? That's something that happened. And we offered him $100 million for 3 years. If he just Like if he accepted it, he would have $100 million, not fully guaranteed, obviously, but he would have at least 20 some odd million guaranteed. No, 30 some odd million guaranteed, and then the rest he would have to play the rest of his contract for. To turn down $100 million deal is weird. When you can go to 10 inches and still snowing. Holy moly. Trey definitely wasn't rushing to come back to injuries here. Of course not. Because it didn't seem like he cared. It doesn't seem like he cares anymore. It really doesn't. It seems like he lost all care. Which is sad because it's something that, yes, he's on pace right now to be back by next season. He's on pace right now to be back by training camp. Eric All, that is. He's on pace to be back by training camp. How is he going to be able to feed his family? Yeah, which is crazy too because, Mark, he's already made over $100 million in the NFL. Trey Hendrickson has made over $100 million in the NFL in his career. So the fact that he, merely couldn't accept another $100 million deal, which would put him at $200 million in his lifetime, was kind of crazy. His agent getting paid? Well, yeah, his agent would make a good amount of money from that. Actually, wait, no, his agent I think would make like a couple million actually, based on like agent fees or whatever. It would be a couple million he would make. The problem was, and here's the issue, right? The issue was his wife, I believe his wife was in the conversations, and she didn't want it. She didn't want that. So that was like kind of the whole issue there. About $5 million contract to sit around. The front office just kills him when they don't protect him. Yeah, there's a motto we always say, right? You're buying a Ferrari or a Lamborghini in the hood. If you buy a Lamborghini in the hood, what do you expect to happen? That car is going to get destroyed. It's going to get robbed. It's going to get the wheels taken, right? It's going to get destroyed. You can't buy a Lamborghini in the hood. And I feel like that's kind of just how it is, But his agent's going to get paid the same money no matter where he goes. And he's not going to get offered a $100 million deal anywhere else. We were probably the only chance he had at getting that, what he wanted, $100 million deal. But he didn't take it. Because, no, honestly, I love Trey. He's an idiot. He's an idiot for not taking that deal. I still will say, I think he's an idiot for not taking that deal. Because we weren't going to cut him after 1 year. Even though it's not fully guaranteed, we weren't going to cut him. And if he went out there this year and played his butt off, yeah, he wasn't going to get the $40 million a year, but he was going to get good money. Yeah. Ravens are really on the free fall. Everyone in AFC North is in the free fall next year, except for the Bengals, which is crazy to say that. Because we did keep Zach Taylor. But at the same time, we also, I feel like, are in a somewhat good spot. It's just frustrating. Frustrating. Dude, Lamar Jackson's not a... If you have Lamar Jackson, you are not a Super Bowl contender. You're not. You're not a Super Bowl contender. He's not a playoff quarterback. He's not going to win the playoffs. The Ravens want to win a Super Bowl, they have to get a different QB. And that was the biggest issue, is that he showed himself as someone who was 100% God first, family first, football team first. He, like, the way Trey showed himself was that it was all about Cincinnati. It was about the fans. It was about the people. He wanted everything best for the people of Cincinnati. And in the end, freaking Complete opposite. Complete opposite. Complete opposite. In the end, complete opposite. But yeah, no, Sean, the Ravens aren't even close. Not even close to a Super Bowl contender. It was literally all an act. That's all it was. And when the chips went down and he wasn't getting what he wanted, everything showed. Just annoying. I think we're going to win a division next year, 100%. The Steelers are going to fall off. The Steelers are going to have an awful season. The Browns are going to have an awful season. And I think the Ravens will too. 3rd down and 7 at Denver's 28-yard line. We just need a pick 6 right now. That's all we need is like a pick 6 right now. Please, can we get a pick 6? That's all I ask. 3rd down and 7. Well, that's I feel bad for you then. If you really love your chances for Super Bowl 61. Because that's not even close to a thing. We need a deep playoff one, not just division wins. No, we need a Super Bowl win. A deep playoff run is nothing. That's nothing. That's what the Ravens do. We need a Super Bowl win. That's also what the Bills do. It's like if the game is supposed to be bad, it's atrociously bad. That's what I've learned today. Any game that's like supposed to be bad is always atrociously bad. Okay. The money. Wait, what? They went for it? They missed the field goal. 46-yard field goal. No good. Field goal, no good. 46-yard field goal. He shanked it. He shanked it right. Yeah, it's almost like we're going to get better in the offseason. He is not going to turn your defense into a top 10 unit, Sean. He's never going to turn your defense into a top 10 unit. Maybe after like a year and a half, maybe after the first year, he'll be a lot better. But the first year, he's going to be nothing. The second year, he'll probably be a lot better. But even then, like, it's a complete new system. It's not like you can just instantly come in and completely change the system. It takes some time. You're defending front office garbage. It's not weird to get guaranteed money than Trey. It's not said. Wait, what? Not getting better by they can't draft. I'm not defending anything with the front office. What I'm telling you is my opinion based on what I see from my point of view. I'm not saying the front office did anything right. My point of view is, I mean, they were technically right in the end there, right? Because they didn't give him a 4-year guaranteed contract and it worked out. But that has nothing to do with it. What I'm talking about is straight just Trey Hendrickson getting offered this contract. I think he should have took it. That's my opinion. I'm not saying the front office did anything right or wrong by that. I'm not defending anybody. What I'm saying is I disagree with Trey. I don't know how you took that as I'm defending the front office. I'm looking at the money that was put forward and my opinion on how it was. Yes, I know. I've always bashed the front office at Funchuk. I have always bashed them. I've never defended them. I said the money was good money, and the contract I felt was a good contract. It's not defending them. That's just saying it was a good contract. Oh, someone else? Okay. They did take Chase. Yes. Minter absolutely will turn this defense around. Yeah, I disagree with that completely. I think he'll make the defense better. I definitely think that he'll make the defense better. I will give you that. I think he will. Hey, Sean. Remember that DVD player I sold? He gave me a positive review. Your clone gave me a positive review, Sean. Your clone gave me a positive review. That's kind of funny. I don't think 11-6. I think you guys are gonna have an off year. That's kind of my mindset here, and that's not even me hating. I think you guys are just gonna have an off year. Just losing Reader, losing Jesse Bates truly sucked. Like looking back at it, we should have done anything possible to keep Jesse Bates. I sold a DVD player to someone named literally Sean Smith. Like, I sold a DVD player to a person who literally was named Sean Smith. So, yeah, he was literally the clone. He was Sean's clone. Same exact name. Which I found very humorous. Kind of too humorous, but still humorous. So, yeah. Agree, they did the same with 88 Bengals. Bates, still pissed about Bates to this day. I am too. Losing Jesse Bates was, as Lou Anarumo said, a very dark, dark day. And it's funny because didn't Duke Tobin just say recently? He said in like one of his press conferences that Jesse Bates not Jesse Bates. He said that we don't win games by letting good players go. Like he said that in one of the press conferences recently. And I'm thinking to myself like, dude, you literally let Jesse Bates go. Like, what do you mean you don't win by letting good players go? Like, you're the reason why we lost Jesse Bates. Yeah, no, I think you'll have another down year then. If that's the case, then you'll have another down year. But yeah, that pissed me off. But it's Duke Tobin, so I'm not surprised. He always pisses me off. He'll never be fired, sadly. He'll never be fired. That's never going to happen. Death, taxes, and Duke Tobin will forever be our GM. Can't happen. Just can't do it, Captain. I just can't do it. Fluff. Yep. Not even close to the best team. The Ravens and the Browns, I think, are very equal at that point. But I'd probably put the Ravens above the Browns. But the Ravens are below the Steelers. So, and we're the best, obviously. That's not even a question. We're number one. That's not even a question. And the Broncos got stopped again. Oh, man. Another chance. Another outcome. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Ah, man. Of course, we rock, we roll, we do a little stroll. And the Broncos will have to punt the ball again. It's the front office problem in general, and that includes everyone in the front office. That includes Duke Tobin. That includes Katie Blackburn. That includes Mike Brown. That includes Zach Taylor. It's everyone in the front office. You can't just point at one, because if you're going to fix it, you have to fix it across the board everywhere. There has to be a complete clean sweep. Like, you can't just fix one thing. You got to fix everything. Yeah, but that's because we lost our quarterback for 2 months. So that's completely different. If you lost your quarterback for 2 months, then you would probably be in the same spot we were in. But you didn't lose your quarterback for 2 months. So that's why. I want forward, nothing ever changing. More forward, nothing ever changing. The Broncos are not playing to win. They're not. They're playing for a pick 6 because Austin is paying them. Austin is like the mob now. He's sabotaging this game so that he can get this to work. Well, yeah, it's top down. Yeah, she didn't want to pay him. Like, that's really what it comes down to. She didn't want to pay Jesse Bates. What's with I'm not even going to entertain that crap. That whole situation is all bullcrap. Just don't even follow it. The stupid, we're going to trade Joe Burrow to the Vikings. Some Vikings account posted it, and then some other people picked it up and started running with it. And ever since then, it has been nonstop about that. It is so stupid. Like, some Vikings, I forget who it was, but some Vikings account posted it. It was some stupid Vikings account. They posted it. And, like, for context, some Vikings account posted that we're going to trade Joe Burrow for Greenyard. No, not Greenyard. What's the guy's name? I thought it was Green. It might be Greenyard and 2 first-round picks to the Vikings for Joe Burrow. That was the whole thing. So the whole... Okay, what's guy's name? Yeah, Greenyard, Jonathan Greenyard, and we're going to trade 2 first-round picks for... 2 first-round picks and Greenyard for Joe Burrow. And so some Vikings fans posted that, and I think it was a joke. They just posted that as a joke on like Twitter and stuff. Well, next thing you know, some Vikings, news page, I guess you could call it, like a Vikings fan page pretty much, posted it and said that this was a leaked source, it was an inside source. Right? It was like some Vikings fan page said, like, it's an inside source. Based on his sources, this is what's happening. So now people took that and then they started running with it and saying, this is being said, this is going to happen, it's going to happen. And ever since then, now it has become a thing. Literally, it grew legs and became a thing. Hopefully saying, warm in the madness outside. Oh, yeah, I know. Playing out with my snowblower. So do we care who wins this game? I would say yes. I kind of want the Broncos to win because I hate Boston fans, and if Boston wins, they're going to be insufferable because of the whole, now they have the new Tom Brady, because Tom Brady obviously left, and now this is the first Super Bowl since Tom Brady. So their fans will be kind of like awful to deal with. So I would say for that reason, I would go Broncos. But overall wise, I guess not really, So, don't tell me they're going to do this now with the freaking Jets. If they start doing this like now, we're going to trade him to the Jets, bro. I mean, no, they did do that once the the Sauce Gardner trade. They started talking about like that we're gonna trade him to the Jets and crap for like 5 first-round picks. I'm like, it's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen. Like you don't understand. In order for that to happen, we would have to pay Joe Burrow out like $40 million. No, $70 million. You think that would ever happen? You think the front office would ever pay out Joe Burrow $70 million? There's no way they would ever trade him if they have to pay him out $70 million to do so. Oh, that's never going to happen. Like, they won't even pay freaking Zach Taylor out to get rid of him. They could beat the Seahawks. I agree. They might. We'll see. Robo and Jamar Chase are both going to... Yeah, no. That's not happening. For contract-wise, yeah, you're right, John. For contract-wise. He's not going anywhere right now. He's not. He literally can't. Like, they're not going to pay him $70 million to get rid of him. And that's not even like, oh, well, my team would never do that. Like, I know dang straight because we know the Brown family. We know the Blackburn family. They would never pay someone that much money. Something on Twitter and Joe in a Jets and Vikings uniform. This is nuts. This is how we get making up stuff. Cincy? Yeah. Hey, we got a new member! Josh Rose, 2488. I'll add you to the list in my description. Thank you so much for coming a member, Josh. We got 7 total new members this live stream. 5 of them gifted by Ian. And then 2 new members, Austin and Josh Rose. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I've added you to my descriptions, and I will go ahead and you will see your name now at the end of my descriptions and at the end of my videos. Plus, you get emojis and you get a T. Higgins badge next to your name if you do talk in chat or in comic sections. And you can also use my emotes in any live stream you go in. So if you want to go in the Bengals live stream and annoy them, you can by spamming Fire Zach Taylor emotes. First and 10 at the 30-yard line for Denver. Hey. All right. Come on, Denver. Do something. That's all I ask. Just do something. Don't got to do much. You just got to do something. Can I get a Duke Tobin badge? I don't have a Duke Tobin badge, no. We just got, depending on what month you are, depends on what badge you get. So after like the first month, second month, third month, fourth month, 6th month, and then you got 12th month. 9-yard run by R.J. Harvey brings up 2nd down and 1. Second down and 1 now at the 39-yard line. Bam. Come on, boys. Come on, Broncos. Fire Katie Blackburn. I agree with you. 100%. Keep forgetting to become a member. Finally made it. Well, I appreciate you becoming a member. And I'm going to also go to this thingy here. And I'm also going to make you a mod for becoming a member. So I appreciate you. Add as moderator, standard moderator. Okay, there you go. I've also made you mod because you became a member. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you become a member by yourself, I will make you mod. If you get gifted a member, then you have to go through the whole process of, becoming a mod just by being here. And then eventually, if we need mods, we'll use you. But if not, if you become a member, you will become mod. But you could also lose mod, you never know. Hey, we got the Shannon Sharp emote in the chat. Appreciate all the content. Thank you so much, Josh. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much for becoming a member. Absolute legend, man. We don't pay for Bengals. Yep, that sounds about right. Remember, Ryan, today, hopefully you won't be a Browns fan. I think I would run 6 red lights before I became a Browns fan. Shout out to Cam Taylor-Britt. And I've never ran a red light in my life. So, not going to start today, boys. Let go. Man. Oh, baby. Appreciate you. Wait, what? The Brown's daughter. Oh, you talking about Mike Brown, like a Browns family fan? Because that would never happen. Ever. Kim Toba get more time for what he did. He's a football player. That's why. He was not. He got alcohol tested and he got tested for drugs. He did not have either in his system. So, no. He was not on any type of illegal substance at all. I don't know why he did what he did, but he was not on any illegal substance. I wish I had the answer why he did what he did, but he didn't. He just wanted to be reckless and wanted to drive through red lights. That almost makes it worse. Terrible decisions when sober. Yeah, no, 100%. It's literally disgusting. No drugs. And the Broncos got stopped again. Oh, man. He wasn't on anything. Fun times. Millionaires don't get a hard time like common folk, and they are in higher clubs than us, sadly. Especially when they're football players. Because I feel like it's more lenient of like, well, the NFL team you play for, they'll probably help you. They'll probably monitor you. So we don't have to be like we don't have to police you because they're going to police you. There's also that kind of mentality as well. They just don't want to they don't want to police them. They're like, you know what? We'll just do whatever. But that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. For the Broncos or shovel snow. Rooting for the Broncos or shovel snow. I'm going to go with root for the Broncos if you had to shovel snow as the alternative. But, yeah. First down and 10, 9-yard line. I don't think the Broncos are rooting for the Broncos. I think that's the real issue here. We knew this was going to be this type of game, didn't we? We knew this was going to be this type of game. And they still got us anyway. Remember O.J. Simpson? Yep, football player, baby. You ain't going to jail if you're a football player. That's just how it works. That's how it works. Henry Ruggs got nothing compared to what he should have gotten. Henry Ruggs drank and drove, killed a lady and her dog, and went 100 miles per hour over the speed limit, while he was 3 times the legal limit of drinking. What did he get? He got like maybe 10 years? Not even 10 years. What did he get? I feel like he got like 5 years. Henry Ruggs got 3 to 10 years depending on good behavior. 3 to 10 years. Again, 3 times the legal limit. 100 miles per hour over the speed limit. Killed a woman and her dog. Had an illegal gun in his car that was not registered to him in Las Vegas, which is another felony. 3 to 10 years. Well, yeah, OJ was crazy. He sold his memorabilia stuff to a pawn shop, and then he went back a month later, robbed them, and took the store owner at gunpoint. He was just freaking mental. He was mental. He sold his stuff to a pawn shop, and then a month later came by and robbed them and held their owner at gunpoint. But 3 to 10 years for all that crap. Yeah, Rashid Rice got nothing. Rashid Rice got parole, and that was it. He got parole and community service. That's all Rashid Rice got for a 6-car pileup, fleeing the scene of a crime. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But that's how it works. That's how it works. You're a football player. You're gonna get very lenient. You can actually, as OJ did, you can get away with murder. That's pretty much it. Wait, I thought he robbed the pawn shop. Did he not rob the pawn shop? OJ. Please, hotel room confront sportsman bureau deal at gunpoint, claiming he was reclaiming stolen property. Wait. OJ led 5 men into a Las Vegas Palace Station hotel casino room to confront sports memorabilia dealers at gunpoint. Claiming he was reclaiming stolen property, he was convicted 2008 of armed robbery and kidnapping, serving 9 years in prison before his parole in 2017. Wait, so what I said about the pawn shop, he did do that, and then he went ahead and led 5 men after that in a casino at gunpoint. So he did both. He robbed them. He robbed the pawn shop owner and got the guy kidnapping for that guy. And then he also did the other thing. So he did both, I think. When he bought all the stuff and he took it. It says on Google that he did both. That he robbed the pawn shop and he robbed the people who bought it. Pretty much he robbed the people at the pawn shop who was selling it and kidnapped their owner, and then he also robbed the people who bought it. I would love PS2. I would love to get PS2. But I don't know if that's sadly is going to be a thing. Oh, man. First down 10 at New England's 33-yard line. Wait, hold up. What just happened? New England punted the ball 26 yards out of bounds, and now they had the ball at the 33-yard line. They just shanked the punt. New England shanked the punt, bro. What am I looking at right now? New England shanked the punt, so now Denver has the ball in field goal range. Wow. Okay. New England just literally threw the game. New England had the game under control, and they threw it. Wait. You don't want to pick 6 Patriots. You want to pick 6 Broncos, you mean, right? Austin, you need a pick 6 for the Broncos, not the Patriots. Pick 6 Patriots wouldn't help you out. I do. I do remember the 16-yard punt. And it's surprising that 16-yard punt wasn't Brad Robbins, actually. 3rd down and 12 after RJ Harvey gets a 1-yard run. It's going to be 3rd and 12 now at the 35-yard line. No, I think he just gets I think it has to be the Broncos get a touchdown. Yeah, he's saying he wants the Patriots throw a pick 6. Yeah. He needs a Broncos defense a touchdown. All right, 3rd down and 12. And 4th down and 5. 5-yard run by 7-yard run by Jarrett Stidham. This is going to be a 45-yard field goal attempt. Their kicker has already missed 54. They've already missed from 54. This would be a 45-yard field goal attempt. He missed it. He missed a 45-yard field goal attempt wide left. He missed a 54 and a 45. He missed a 54 and a 45. Holy crap. Wow. I don't even know what to say at this point. How do you miss both of them? And they're wide left and wide right. So he missed it in different angles. He missed it very much left and very much right. Patriots are going to go to the Super Bowl because Will Lutz can't kick field goals. Doesn't say it was blocked. We'll see if the official it was blocked. You saying it was blocked? The official ruling is it was tipped. Okay, so the official ruling though. Okay, official ruling it was blocked. Okay, never mind. You're right. It is now officially ruled as blocked. At first it just was ruled as tipped. I'm sorry, ruled as incomplete. Now it's saying that it was blocked. Okay, gotcha. Because I see the plays like 3 plays after we see them on here, so. My live streams are always like way, way, way delayed. Okay, I'm seeing the kick now. Okay, yeah, it was tipped. Okay. There you go. But it's officially ranked as blocked. Yes. I see it now. Hold up. So, Broncos fans are now saying the refs cheated on this play. Okay, so they're saying that Drake May right here, they're saying was clearly down. They're saying he did not get a first down here. So this was this fourth down? I guess this was fourth down. So Drake May right here, top down angle. He's right here where my mouse pointer is. Oh. He did not get that. Oh, yeah, no, he didn't get it at all. Oh, and they gave this a first down? They gave this a first down. That's sad. Patriots went 3-and-out, by the way. Well, yeah, it was challenged, yeah, and they still said it was first down. Not Patriots, Broncos. Let me see the field goal one here. I'll pull it up. Let's see, field goal. First field goal there. I mean, this one was atrociously bad. This one was atrocious. This miss was atrociously bad. Look at this crap. This is a 54-yard one. I mean, bro, that thing curled. Why is the mirror on my screen? All right. Here we go. Denver has a chance to win it. Yeah, the pick six probably not going to happen, but oh, man. That's insane. Well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, side. You look like my art. I don't know what that means exactly, but okay. Alright, boys. Let's rock and roll. High winds. It's 15 to 17 mile per hour winds with 20 mile per hour gust. So it's 15 to 17 mile per hour winds with 15-yard gust. Oh, 20-yard gust. Sorry, 20-yard gust. Two-handed pass for the fifth down play against KC. Yup, I do remember that. I do remember that greatly when the referee came on the field and decided to completely change the ball game. And it's intercepted. Intercepted by Christian Gonzalez, and the Patriots will take over at their own 36-yard line. Broncos have one timeout left. Broncos will be with one timeout left. Patriots shanked a punt at their own 30-yard line, and the Broncos got the ball at their own at the Patriots 30. They went 3-and-out, and their field goal got blocked. That's what you missed. The Broncos were about to tie it, and the field goal got blocked. The Patriots are not going to throw the ball, bro. The Patriots are not going to throw it. They're going to run it 3 plays in a row, and they're going to play what they've been doing, which is play defense. If the Patriots throw the ball, I'd be heavily surprised. Run up the middle here. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6, and that's going to be at the 40-yard line. First down ends the game. Yeah, Cincy would have won this game. But this game would have also been something like 49-42. It would have been like 49-42 final score. Well, they could also fumble it for 6. That's also possible. They could fumble it for 6 in this situation. It's doubtful, but possible. Two-minute warning. 2 minutes, and the Patriots are headed back to the Super Bowl. Who needs Thomas Edward Patrick Brady when you got should have been May? Yeah, we'd lose it 56-49. Probably. Oh, man. All right, 2nd and 6. Come on. Come on. This snow needs to go away. Don't hype the Patriots right now. I'm not hyping them. I want them to fumble the ball for 6. This was blocked. That's crazy. Wow. Oh, it was. Yeah. No, you weren't kidding. Right here. That was... Wow. Yeah. Right there, Taylor got his hand on it. Wow. Nah, it's going to be a fumble for 6. You got to believe. Yeah, I'll probably do that game too. Wait, isn't that game supposed to start at 6 o'clock? Like in 2 minutes? 3rd down and 6 here. Fluff. Rams. That game's supposed to start at 6:30. Okay, that's why. Never mind. It's supposed to start in like 30 minutes. No, I'm gonna go in the next one. So I already have it scheduled, so I'll be doing the next one after this game. So I'm gonna end this live stream once this game's over, and then I'll start it up at 6:15 for the other one. Oh, or are we all going on the school bus? Nah, no Miss Frizzle. Miss Frizzle's not doing it today. I'll just be going on the next one. First down, game's over. Patriots are going back to the Super Bowl. Dang. All right, I'll be live for the next game at 6:30. Around as close to 6:30 as possible. He put $500 into it, Dreamy. He bet $500. Oh, man. That sucks. I don't want the Patriots to have this, but okay. Yeah. He put a lot. That's true. I do got to eat. Thank you. Thank you, Dreamy. I almost forgot. You're right. I do need to eat. All right. Guys, I'll be live at 6:30. I'm going to go eat some food. You eat some food too. And I'll be live at 6:30 for the game. Okay? Peace. He put $500 on the Broncos to win and the Broncos defense to get a pick.